I am the law. Today we're going to be doing a double review of the Mezco 112 Collective and the 3A 112 Judge Dredd. Both of these guys have got some pretty awesome details, some pretty decent articulation, and the plastic parts that are actually molded are really well done. But what we want to do is take a look at that articulation. On the Mezco, you've got a ball joint at the bottom and at the top, so you get a nice chicken neck. You can look up that far, look down that far, tilt side to side. We've got a shenanay. It can even look side to side. You can actually get a 360, but this joint, or the neck itself, actually turns around as well, and it gets kind of awkward to put back, so that's what I'm going to give you guys for now. The 3A has a ball joint and a hinge, so you can get a nice chicken neck. You can look up that far, look down that far, can tilt side to side, go around 360 degrees, but there's no shenanay because it's just a hinge as opposed to a ball joint like on the Mezco. Oh, look at these big, gaudy, ugly whoa, what's going on here? That's right, these guys are connected by magnets, and they're pretty strong magnets at that, so you get that, bam, bam, you can even lift them. But what we want to look at is how high these arms can go. So they can go up that high, and even without the armor, they still go up just about that high. That's about what the suit let it goes for. And they can both go forward that far and go back that far. The guys at 3A took a more conventional route, and they just put it on ball joints, and this is on a double ball joint, so you can get it to, you know, kind of move around like so, which allows the arms to go up that high on both sides, which isn't bad at all things considered. You can get the arms to go forward that far and go back that far. You've got a swivel below the shoulder. Same for this guy, although this swivel's actually better on the 3A. Feels like a double jointed elbow in there. It's kind of hard to tell, but it only goes about 90 degrees. The 3A is only a single ball joint that goes about 90 degrees. The hands, just like the Punisher, are on a ball hinge, so you got this kind of action. You can move it around to get it to go, you know, up and down or side to side. And then you've got a swivel here. 3A's is on a ball joint, so you've got universal movement all the way around. So this guy has got a little bit of tilt side to side, not too much on the forward lean and the back lean, but it's got a nice turn side to side. Also, there's a functioning zipper. You can show off that nice, sexy chest. Also, there's a magnet. Now this guy has amazing tilt side to side and pretty decent forward and back, but the turn side to side isn't all that great. And he also has a functioning zipper. And you can show off his chest. Oh yeah. This is not on a magnet. On my Mezco Judge Dredd, you got the legs kicking forward about that far. They don't really kick back, and they don't come out to the side all that well. It's actually molded that way. I've seen some mods where you can get it to go out further, but I guess they like to do precautionary articulation to keep people from, you know, breaking their outfits. But yeah, you gotta wow. This guy's legs can kick forward that far, and like the Mezco, they don't really go back either. But we do get further out. It's not quite, but it's close enough to go crotch copter. You've got a swivel at the thigh and a double jointed knee on this guy, but it only goes a little over 90 degrees. I'd say about 110, maybe 100. What do you guys think? I'm not going to measure that. This guy also has a pretty nice swivel at the thigh. And you've only got a single jointed knee, and it doesn't even go to 90 degrees. It's actually pretty bad. Oh wait, yeah, there you go. But you also risk, breaking that. So yeah, ain't much going on in ankle rocker land for this guy. That's about all you get. You can, yeah, there you go. This guy actually has, some pretty decent ankle rockers. As a matter of fact, I could even say a cool rockers. The feet point down that far and point up that far. I'm the law, 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 I'm the law. Now that we've seen that articulation, let's look at some accessories. They both come with the Lawgiver Mark II. The 3A1 also comes with the Mark I, considering that's the era that they based it off of, while the Mezco also comes with the Widowmaker. Side note, this is also the previews exclusive, which is why it's blue and it comes with that. The normal one does not come with this gun. They both come with the Day Stick. And that's about it for this guy. You got a boot knife for cutting fools, handcuffs for arresting fools, a couple of grenades for blowing up fools. He also comes with an extra clip on for the Lawgiver. See if you can pull it out and you can exchange clips, and actually it has a removable clip on the Widowmaker as well. Now the thing I wanted to point out is that the Mark II on both of these are very detailed. I like the way that they did it. Well, this has the removable clip. It still has some pretty decent paint apps on it. They actually kind of did the handle a little bit like separate, and yeah, it's just nice. I like how they did it. Although I can say that I do like the paint job on the 3A1 as well, like a lot. It's really nice. And like another cool thing is that the handcuffs, actually they open and close and they can move on a hinge. So you can actually fold them up. And another thing I like about the Mezco figure is that you can actually store all of his weaponry on him except for the Widowmaker. So the boot knife can actually go in his boot, hence the term. You can put the Lawgiver Mark II, and as for the 3A1, you can put the Mark I in there, because like I said, that's the design that they were going for, was the original Judge Dredd, not the newer one. This is based off of the newer artwork, but you can do the same thing, but that's the only thing you can equip to him. See, the Day Stick can go in this loop, but I hear it's a pain in the ass, and I put the grenades in these loops once, and the other ammo clip in here once, and it's a pain in the ass to get out, so I'm not going to do that. I also want to talk about a couple of design choices. I like how they actually used straps on the new one, so it didn't impede the articulation too much, versus the all plastic, because you can't fold the arm all the way, and they just kind of like flop around all over the place on the 3A. So yeah, bam! Look at that awesome poncho. The thing just looks badass. I love the way that it looks. Now, this is how it's supposed to look on this figure, but 3A actually has a 12-inch version of Judge Dredd that comes with the poncho, and they have the armor on the outside. So, bam, bam. Look at that. You can't deny how cool that looks. And also, the magnets are still holding on. So, just get a good idea of how strong these magnets are right now. I also forgot to mention that it comes with a display base and a flight arm, and he also has the 1/12 bag that's like Figma. Well, it's time to talk about packaging again. Now, I actually do not like that this guy came on a blister card. I really wish that it would have come in a nice, you know, collectible figure box, but it is nice. I could just turn that into a poster with some poster putty. And then, of course, you got the Mezco typical, you know, you've got a slip. This slip is plastic this time, which I wish they were all in plastic, but you got that. The slip has pictures of the figure, and you've got that window that opens, it's connected by a magnet, and you get a nice Judge Dredd with Dredd's shield on there. Well, it's hard for me to personally say which figure I like better because I thoroughly enjoy both figures. I will talk about what I like on both and what I dislike on both. We're gonna start with the 3A one. Now, this guy just looks amazing. I like how the zipper scales with the suit and the figure of this size, and the suit looks really good. And I know there's people out there that are concerned about this material. It's a very thin faux leather material. But I have a comment right. It was like a kind of sort of model doll kit of Agito that I got years ago, and the figure still looks fine. So I don't think this is going to have any rips or tears anytime soon. And yeah, so you know that's it for about the suit. I really like, you know, the sculpt. I feel that the articulation here, you know, the side to side isn't as good, which is funny because on this guy, the side to side is amazing, but at the same time, the tilt isn't as good as the tilt on this guy. So it's like they have opposites, you know, like this guy can go out all the way, that guy can't, but this guy has single joints, that guy has double joints. It's like all of the pros and cons are like polar opposites. But looks wise, you know, some people would say this guy, and I really like this too, because like I said, this is based off of, you know, what we're reading now in the Judge Dredd comics versus, you know, the IDW stuff versus the original 2000 AD stuff. I can say this much though, the accessory count on this guy is poor, very poor. He just comes with 3 accessories and hands. That's it. This guy comes with hands, guns, multiple guns, handcuffs, grenades, and he also comes with the display base. So it's, personally, I can't say I like one better than the other, but what I can tell you is this. If you are a collector and you want a figure that is nice and sturdy, the Mezco feels solid, nice and solid. I've noticed that about all of the Mezco figures I have right now. This guy feels nice and chunky, and like you could throw this at somebody and it'll hurt. This has a very figure arts feel to it. It's light. I actually had to open this guy up and loosen his arm joints because they had that Bandai, the Tamashii Nation squeak, which, you know, a lot of collectors should be familiar with. But yeah, I really like both figures. I can't say that I like one better than the other. Just do yourself a favor, pick up both of these. And if you want, you know, you don't have to get the previous exclusive. You can get the normal Mezco Judge Dredd, but it only comes with the Lawgiver and the other stuff. It doesn't come with this and the poncho. And I feel that the poncho really makes this figure right here stand out. So that's about all I have to say for these figures. Thanks for watching the review, and I'll see you guys next time. I also forgot to mention that this guy actually can't hold his Mark 1. At least mine has that issue, so I have to use putty for him to hold it. And yeah,